right, it's Jared and Katie's Holy Trinity of Music. That's where we're selecting the top 3 musical artists and or bands of all time, according to us, not based on any record sales, not based on any streams, nothing, airplay, anything. It's just our own opinions. I went day one, and I had 3-1. I had Jay-Z at number 3, Alanis Morissette at number 2, and everyone agreed Weird Al at number 1. They're like, oh, you stole mine. Why'd you steal mine? I'm like, well, that's why I went first.
No,
I didn't want to
didn't.
You ruined our list.
I was like, I didn't want to get taken first, so I went
We
first.
almost ruined the integrity of the entire thing.
Thank God I went next because I saved the entire segment. And mine were from 3 to 1. We had Whitney Houston, Chris Stapleton, and then coming in at number 1, Fleetwood Mac. And
Never
then it
heard
was,
of 'em.
oh, please.
I'm kidding.
Then it was Mankus or Matt's turn.
Third Eye Blind, Hootie and the Blowfish, Garth Brooks.
All right.
So today is intern Squidward, and I'm guessing will be the most bizarre. That's just my guess.
I'm
Yes.
eager to hear it.
Believe it or not, it's all country artists. I'm joking.
Don't believe it.
Completely lying. All right, so the first, at number 3, we have the proclaimed king of YouTube. He has over 10 billion views on YouTube. In 2022, every week in 2022, he was the most streamed artist on YouTube. And last year, he outstreamed Drake and Taylor Swift, and it's NBA YoungBoy.
I cut off my day ones for the win.
All right, that's enough.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't based on numbers. It was just your
not.
opinion.
Well, His opinion.
so part
He's
of
just
this...
having to justify people we haven't heard of.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, yesterday we went to lunch, right? And like I came back and I regretted going to lunch because I was so conflicted about this list.
Why?
So part of this is artists who I love, but I also factored in the influence they have right
Okay.
now.
That's different, yeah.
And so the influence he has, and actually, I told Katie off air, he has something to do with your son Henry.
What is it?
The NBA YoungBoy.
Okay.
Lil Top, Kentrail, whatever you want to call him. But NBA
Jeez.
YoungBoy. Yeah,
He's got a
YoungBoy
lot
for
of
short.
names.
Which one
Young
is it?
boy.
YoungBoy, yeah. And so, the Gritty. The Gritty came from one of
yes.
his songs called, I don't have it in the 3 songs I have chosen for him, but he pretty much, the people started dancing to one of his songs on the Gritty. And so
I
even
see.
innocent little Henry is influenced by NBA YoungBoy.
Oh, my son does the Gritty all the time.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Has your son ever done the Gritty coming up the aisle in church after communion?
No.
Because we had to stop him from doing that. Really not appropriate.
My son did do the Gritty during intermission of a play one time. He went on stage, uninvited, but yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
The
Very
Gritty
fun.
is everywhere.
And so a lot of like people the hate YoungBoy gets, they say he's too aggressive and he only talks about mainstream stuff.
Okay.
But he's emotional with these songs like this.
Take this pain away, my pain away, because my dogs been running wild.
Okay, we hear the song.
I might not want to hang out with Squid anymore.
You
Why is
like
he
that
singing it?
kind of music. You
Yes,
like
I like
rappers
soulful.
Who,
Yeah, I like soulful rap. I do.
Okay.
I do. All right, so that was in 3. And so my second, number 2, this man, his influence, I thought, was huge back with the George Floyd, the race relations in America.
Yeah.
So he dropped a song that was trying to bring all cultures together, and it's Lil Baby.
It's bigger than black and white. It's a problem with the whole way of life. Can't change overnight. But we gotta start somewhere. Might as well go ahead, start here. We didn't have a
Lil Baby.
Yes, Lil Baby.
Lil
He's
Baby.
yes, I know. Jared asked me, is there a lot of Lil and Youngs? And pretty much, yes. The entire list is Lil and Young.
All right.
Yes, and so again with
And Jason, back in the day, that's how he liked his girls, a little young. Anyway, let's continue.
Coming from Mr. Religion.
Sam and Cat. I'm just saying Sam and Cat. She was 18.
I thought you were going to call him Lil Goodman.
Lil Young.
yeah.
That's his rapper name in
LJ,
college.
Lil Jason.
Lil Young.
And so
He's not laughing for real.
But we are.
But we are.
He does the closed mouth chew on his lip like,
the eye squint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to concentrate, that's all. Mr. Religion over here asked. Okay.
Yeah.
Lil Young.
But yeah, Lil Baby, he also is like, I like the emotion in
Yeah.
his music. So the second one.
love letter came through the mail. It said I miss you. I ripped it up and flushed with the tissue. Try to forget you. I ain't got nothing
is
against
that
you.
auto-tune?
Yep.
Yeah, he has
Yeah.
a little bit of auto-tune in
Okay.
all his lyrics, yes. And also, he's done a lot of songs with Drake, and I think this might be one of the best verses in all of hip-hop. And so it starts off with Drake, and then it goes into his verse.
I need me some Jesus in my life. Amen. I'm from the four, but I love me a threesome. DM a dilly, this shit my little secret. He trying to dish me to blow up, I peep it. I can't respond, we just go.
He said, I love myself a threesome?
Is that what he said?
I'm from the four, yeah, but I like me a threesome. He's from the four.
After talking about a religious view, I believe, that's when he said that. Jared.
Yes.
You
I
okay
love
with
me
that?
some
At first, you were
Jesus.
like, I like this. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, and there was actually
my thing.
there was this video that went viral, like millions and millions of views on TikTok. There was these two girls, this little like cute little blonde, this little cute brunette. They were at a wedding, and the blonde and the brunette rapped that verse word for word.
Oh, yes, I've seen this.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they're so sexy, and like I was so turned on when I saw it. I'm like,
now
they,
Jason cares.
I'm like, they
Now he likes
word
little
for
That
word.
might be on mine.
Put him on my
Tomorrow.
top 3 list.
All right.
Okay. And so for number one, I feel like this is what maybe separates me from Gen Z and Millennial. He had such an impact. He's the GOAT. I feel like Gen Zs don't appreciate him as much as they should, and it's the GOAT, the one and only. You can go ahead and hit play, Jared. Lil Wayne.
Wheezy.
Wheezy,
Oh, yeah.
baby. Wheezy.
I like
And-
Wheezy.
Yes. And
The fireman, Jason.
yeah, if you didn't know, yes.
I'm ruining Squid's list.
Yeah, yeah, the fireman, yeah, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, Mr. Carter, whatever you want to call him. But also too, I feel like another thing that Gen Z didn't get to appreciate, like us millennials did, was the era of mixtapes, because streaming
Yeah.
ruined mixtapes, because there was no
Right.
point in even putting out free stuff anymore because the music consumed so quick. But Lil Wayne, people literally almost wanted his mixtapes as much as they did his albums. And so I think this one right here is one of the hardest intros to a mixtape. Sorry for the wait.
G5 sitting on the runway. Big chopper, call that Beyonce. This for my dogs locked down.
Wait for it, wait
all
for it.
day. Money, power, respect. 3 the hard way. I put some real on their feet, boy.
I'm kind of sad we have cameras in the studio. After the Squid just did. You'll see it later.
Oh, yeah. If I was in my car alone, you don't even know the half of it.
Yeah, that Pontiac is bouncing.
Yeah, Pontiac's
Yeah.
all dented, but because so when you say, because you're picking millennial or Gen Z based off of the respect that, but even now, even the older music you see, whether it's Fleetwood Mac or whatnot, you still see all ages. If they're honest, they may say and give props to that kind of genre, right? Because
Yeah.
even when I was younger, and I would be listening to music, and a lot of people were a decade earlier than me, because I appreciated it, even though it was
Yeah.
a current. I still appreciated it. So.
Well, and
Yeah.
then TikTok has really changed that. 'Cause
I was gonna
seriously,
say that, yeah.
my daughter is not exposed to Fleetwood Mac at all. 'Cause
Right.
I just don't listen to Fleetwood Mac. I know they're a huge band or group, but on TikTok she heard Fleetwood, and now she loves
Well, then she
Fleetwood
was
Mac.
exposed.
Yeah.
But I'm saying she wouldn't, in a normal, without TikTok,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be in our house, it wouldn't be in the car, it wouldn't be anywhere. And so she's found it on her own, and she's like, I love this song.
And
or
I do
these songs.
think that is one of the positives of TikTok, is that it is exposing you to so many new things.
And they don't know even what generation. They might just
No,
think
yeah.
it's some new group.
Well, I will say another thing too is what happens is even before TikTok or streaming. So, for instance, like let's say a band like a big time band like Metallica, which I'm not a huge fan of, but Metallica comes out and they have a huge song and it's so good, and then all of a sudden you become a fan of Metallica. You start doing your own kind of what was this, and you start investigating yourself about
Yeah.
it. Then you start appreciating a song that happened a long time ago. So usually, if a band becomes super big and you become a fan of it, you start investigating their earlier stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And then you have one more Lil Wayne
Yeah,
song.
yeah. But
Okay.
I was also going to say that another reason I think Lil Wayne is the GOAT is because people sometimes forget he's the one who found Drake. He found Nicki Minaj. And the amount of artists Drake has found, there's so much music that wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Lil Wayne. And I feel like this last one right here is the thing about Lil Wayne is the play on words, the similes, the metaphors are like no other artist. And I think this is one of the most, I don't know, best verses in hip hop.
Paper chaser, tell that paper, look, I'm right behind you. Real G's moving silence like lasagna. People say I'm borderline crazy, sorta kinda. Woman of my dreams, I don't sleep so I can't find her. You, there's a gelatin.
Woman of the dreams, I don't sleep so I can't find her. That's me, Weezy. G's moving silence like lasagna because the G's silent in lasagna.
Oh,
What?
wow.
And this man
I am
doesn't write.
so-
He doesn't write. He just goes in and records, and it just comes to his brain. It's insane.
It
he
doesn't write-
doesn't write anything down.
Nothing?
No.
Nothing.
He has
He's
people
known
that
for-
he'll go into record and have people write his music after he records it so he can memorize it for shows. But he does not write his music.
Yeah.
And
He's
they
insane.
and I mean, like, remember Katie, like 10, 15 years ago, he was getting like $250,000 to be a part of a song.
Yeah,
For,
yeah.
like, for one verse.
Well, I didn't know that he didn't do any sort of preparation.
He just goes in there and does it.
Now they like he says if he's making a song with an artist, they'll tell him what the song's about,
Uh-huh.
and he'll start. I'll go record and freestyle based off of what that is. And to it,
That's
this song's
talent.
6 foot, 7 foot. That was like a little snippet, but he does that for like 3 minutes straight, and it just keeps going and
Yeah.
going
Okay,
and going
that I
and
can
going and
appreciate.
going.
Yeah. Now, I will say I'm so glad Squid went today. He's my boy because his list is by far the worst.
No,
Garbage.
Well,
Because he only had one good one. He only had one strong person.
Well,
I had two,
but the-
Jay-Z and
yeah,
Alanis Morissette.
But the Weird Al was so devastating.
No, I think
That
Young
it
Boy
ruined-
Gravy or whatever it was, or NBA Too
Young
Tall
Boy.
or whatever he was.
It's kind of like on I don't know what kind of scale, but it's on a scale like you started to build Jared and then you just plummeted straight off the face of the
Right.
earth. Then I brought us back up, thank God.
Yeah.
And then Matt kept us up, and then
Matt's was good.
Squid brought us like almost down, but then up a little bit.
Well, if you look at each of your lists individually, Jared, yours went from top to bottom. Squid's went from bottom to top.
right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
his got
That
better
was-
as we went
Started
along.
at the
Jared's
bottom,
just
now
kept
we're here.
Now
getting
we're
worse.
here.
And you would
One
listen.
of Lil Wayne's
You
artists.
would listen to more of mine from my list, Jay-Z and Alanis Morissette, than you would from Squid's.
I don't
Let's be
know.
honest.
I don't know.
You're not
I don't
listening
know.
to
If you had
Johnny
Weird
Youngboy.
Al going like that, it makes me
But I'm
such
saying-
in a bad mood that
Yeah.
it's like I'll tolerate that more than I
Oh,
would.
I'll take
No.
all three of Squid's over Weird Al.
But I'm talking about you would listen to more Jay-Z or Alanis Morissette than you would all three
yes,
of his.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. 'Cause
Matt,
your
what do you
first two
think?
were garbage.
Man, Lil Wayne takes that better list than Jared's because of Lil Wayne.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do have an appreciation for him for sure now. For sure. Knowing
Surrounded-
what I know.
Surrounded by liars.
Knowing
As
what
long
I
as you know
know.
Jared's list is the worst. That's all I care about.
Yes.
No, your first two were crap.
Oh, word.
First two were garbage, dude.
So that means that Jason Goodman is the only one left. Last man standing.
Yeah, I'm a little torn too because from the rules that I get from you guys about numbers, it's
Yeah.
supposed to be what I think is the best. What I'm torn the most is basically who I think I have a big problem with. Who I think who could be the best that I don't necessarily like personally.
Okay.
And if I like personally, do I think there actually are the best? That's where I'm torn.
This is how I want you to think of it. This is how the entire trinity of music came to be. Forget logic, go with your heart.
The
Who-
songs, the
Yeah.
artists you just like the most.
Yes.
So like.
Yeah, you
yes,
like.
the
Yes.
ones that
Like-
you love
Yes.
the most.
I mean, mine just happen
Because
to have banger after banger after banger, but I still like
No, I'm
it.
saying if it was best artist
No,
that I
it's
think.
not. It's not. It's
No.
at your,
Well, that's what you said
well,
at the opening.
but it,
According
forget
to you,
numbers.
you're-
According
Yes,
to you,
according to
your
me.
favorite.
To
Do you
you.
understand what I'm saying?
And we
Like,
specifically said it's not based on numbers. It's what
I
you
know
like.
that, but if I'm saying who I think is the best artist that has done this and appreciated and have influenced and this and that, it might be somebody I don't personally like.
Why you gotta? Why
That's
you
what
have
I've been
to,
dealing with
Like
all
You're
if
really
Jay-Z
tarnishing this.
ran for president, I probably wouldn't vote for him, but I like his music. Neither would
It
Alanis
doesn't have
Morissette.
to.
Yeah.
Just who do you think is the best?
Okay.
Anybody
Yeah.
shooked that he's making it this difficult?
No,
Yeah.
it's
No.
just
And
tarnishing it.
It's only day 4 of it, so I mean, it takes a while.
That was a big process here for 4 days.
We know you are overthinking it.
You like their music. The 3 artists you like
Okay,
the most.
I take your words to heart. And originally, it was like who you think is the best, and there's a difference between the best and who I like the most, maybe.
If you could only listen to 3
Yeah, it
artists or
is.
bands for the rest of
Forever.
your life,
Who
who would
would
those
it
3
be?
be?
Okay, well, that's a different way of looking
But
at
it's
it.
like, but is
make it
that,
that
the end,
way.
is that the
Yeah.
end of my life? Am I dying of something?
Am I happy with Carol or not
Are we
happy
on
with
an
Carol?
island? Is
Do
there
I
going to be
live
wind?
after I die?
There's going to be like ocean sounds that are going to interfere with the music.
Do I want the music to make me miserable so I enjoy life more?
Is Carol young looking or is she not young looking? I'm just trying to figure it out.
Is it during sexy time? Is it not during sexy time?
Yeah, so we'll see what the list ends up being.
Is the universe in retrograde or not?
Now, what you want to do, you just send it to Squid because he's going to load it, just so you
Yeah.
know.
All right, what do I? Okay.
Just
I'll-
say,
I'll
hey,
hear.
these are the 3 songs I want, and just get the hooks. And
Yeah.
he should, since it's now, it would be day 5. I think he's got to hang.
I don't
hang
know
on.
if he's gonna
Yeah,
know
so
the
do.
hooks because a lot of these songs might be unfamiliar to
Then
him.
you tell him where to start.
I'll sing it to him.
No,
Yeah, you can sing it. Yeah,
have fun with
either
that.
And for the record, Josie texted me and said 2 of the songs I played or chosen she listens to more than she'll ever admit with laugh emojis.
Okay,
Oh.
I don't like him anymore.
Yeah.
Because she probably talked through the entire song.
yeah. Yeah, she ain't even heard the lyrics. She's talking the whole time.
You sure about that?
No.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Nobody is.